What it do, what it do. If you clicked on this video, shout out to you. We're back again on another episode of Loop Breakdowns with a friend. Hey. So let's jump right in. Okay, so with this particular sample loop, I really didn't do anything too fancy. I didn't do a whole bunch of call and response and all that stuff. I just chose one simple chord progression and I just kept layering it and layering it and layering it, and you get the rest. So I would say 95% of this sample loop was made with sounds from the Sky Keys plugin. It's really fire if you are using them for like R&B and hip hop melodies and stuff. So with this particular sample loop, I just chose a main chord progression, which was this. So with this lead, I really didn't put anything on it. A lot of like the quality sounds from Sky Keys is actually pretty good. So I layered it again. So with this, I actually put effects on there. I put a Valhalla frequency echo, some tile chorus, and Valhalla vintage verb. So with those two sounds, you have this. Then I found another piano setting from the same plugin again, and I just chopped it up. Instead of playing like the full progression, I chopped it so you have spaces. So again, I didn't put anything on there, just simple EQ, just boosted up the mids a little bit. So after that, I had another kind of reverse lead just to layer things even more again. So with those sounds together, you have this. Like, we're getting moody now. You already know, like, I love making my moody samples, so this is just another one of those. So after I added in this lead, I reversed it. It was actually, funny enough, it was this lead here. But I just reversed it. I reversed it and I lowered it. I pitched it down. So it sounded pretty cool in a lower octave, especially with the effects that I put on it. So again, with everything, this is what you have. So I wanted to add like one more layer for that progression. So I use a DX7 plugin, and I think the plugin name was Summer 66, and I just put some effects on here. And Valhalla vintage verb, and I threw on EQ as well, and this is basically what it sounds like. So now with all those layers of the same progression, you basically have this. So I did like a stop and go technique with adding spaces in between, and it kind of came out really cool. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to add like movement, right? I love adding movement into my samples. So I was beatboxing again. What can I say? What can I say? And I just fooled around with the EQ, with the mids a little bit. So adding those things in there. So next, speaking of movement, I added in a bass. So what I did is with the bass, where's the bass? I'm kind of blind here. I put a decimal word on there, just to give it a little bit more of like a distortion a little bit, and some EQ. I EQ'd a lot of the highs out, and this is how the bass sounds. Kind of gives you like a Drake feel, right? So with everything, this is what you have. Then I added in like another lead. It was really something I just snuck in there just to kind of, I don't even really know why. I guess it worked though, just to like beef up some of the like the sounds. So this is what it sounds like. I'm not sure if you can even hear that, but so I didn't even put any effects on there. It's just something that worked. Like in between the spaces, right? You have a little space there, and after that's where it shines a little bit, right? And then I add the bass, obviously. Then my little beatboxing. So I'm like, how can I take this sample loop to the next level? Because it was pretty cool, but I didn't have anything that kind of stood out, right? So I came up with this lead here, and it was the plugin obviously was Sky Keys, but the preset, I believe it was Processing Flute or Process Flute, and this is what it sounds like. Ooh, that's nasty. Trust me. So in my head, in this like 5 head of mine, I was like, you know what? How can I kind of like spice this up even more? So there's another lead from, again, Sky Keys, where I was like, you know what? Let me try to harmonize that with the little flute lead. So this is the harmonized version of what I just played before. Simple, right? I just put an EQ on that. So with the flute lead, I just added a chorus on there. And with the two sounds together, this is how it sounds like. Ooh, nasty. I'm telling you. Just little things that you can just add in there that will take your whole sample to another level. Crazy. It's not even that much, but it worked. So I'm like, you know what? All right. It's kind of typical for me to add in my vocals, right? So I try not to be a singer, man, but sometimes it just the sample loop speaks to me, you know. So I gotta sing, and these are my vocals. I was really mumbling, but it worked. You can do the strangest things, but if it works, it works. It works. So to save CPU, I basically like recorded one version of it. I recorded two versions, but the first version, I basically combined that with the first version and I bounced it. So that's why everything is together in one, right? But again, I just wanted to add in one final thing that would kind of take it to another level. And hey, my vocals helped. So in its entirety, this is basically what you have. And that is it, folks. We did it. Another sample loop breakdown. So that was my process and how I made this little moody sample. If you continue to like these videos, like, subscribe, share, you know the vibes, but I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I'll catch you on the next one, all right? Peace, one love.